Do you remember the corner pharmacy? I sure do. Where the pharmacist knows you by name and can handle all your pharmaceutical needs. Locally owned, community friendly. Located at the Pierpont Landing off Old Cheat Road beside Mid-Atlantic Market, right on the corner. With a convenient drive-through. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and Sundays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pierpont Landing Pharmacy, 700 Mid-Atlantic Drive Road, Morgantown.
Tune in on Friday, October 24th at 6:45 p.m. as the Preston Knights host the University High Hawks live from Knight Stadium in Kingwood, West Virginia. Watch the game on Mountain Digital Hometown TV, delivered by Prodigy Fiber to the home, on Breezeline Stream TV channel 9001, or live on YouTube by searching for Mountain Digital Hometown TV.
Highland Pharmacy in Brewston Mills can take care of your whole family with over-the-counter medications, and they can easily transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy. Highland Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 on Mondays, 9 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 304-379-6919 for Highland Pharmacy on Main Street in Brewston Mills. Highland Pharmacy, looking forward to serving you. Preston Family Farm.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Knights Stadium on the campus of Preston High School. Homecoming on the mountaintop, and tonight the Preston Knights will host the unbeaten University High Hawks. They come into this game a powerhouse team. With me tonight in the booth, as always, Alex Roca. Alex, your thoughts on a contest that's going to be a difficult one for the Knights, given the packed house that University High brings on their side of the field.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for having me here again, obviously. And, of course, Preston High is going to have a very good opponent to go against tonight, like they have all season, Steve. You know this. Preston High just don't have an easy schedule. You know, they always play good teams, powerhouse teams, and, you know, we'll see what the Knights can bring tonight, and hopefully we can stop the University from going all over us tonight.
In Slayton Manco, the Knights have one of the most prolific quarterbacks in the state, averaging 300 yards, I'm going to say, of offense through the air, on the ground. He gets it done no matter what. The Knights have fallen on difficult times scoring-wise. They've made a few mistakes, shot themselves in the foot at critical moments, not having a lot of wins on the board with just one. But this University High team coming in here, and I'm not in any way suggesting, and don't want to use the phrase trap game, but I'm just going to say, might they be looking forward to their big game, the season ender with Morgantown High, to finish out the regular season? I don't think it's going to keep them from focusing on their task tonight. They come in here talented. They come in here well-trained and well-conditioned, and they know that Preston has given them problems in the past when they have not.
Absolutely, Steve. And you mentioned Manco, which he's a big part of this Knights offense. But you got to remember, he also have, Schmidt with him. Schmidt is there with him to help him out. Strasser, which is a big, huge contribution for the Knights offense, and those guys can get it done. So
and let's not forget Easton Hayes, the other threat coming across the middle. He just absorbs the ball and absorbs the hit and moves the stick.
Absolutely. When he comes across that field, and we all know when a receiver comes across the field like that, to get that pass, he knows you're going to get hit, and he's not afraid to catch the ball and take that hit. So we got to look for that.
We're 1 minute away from kickoff, and a beautiful, beautiful evening here on the mountaintop. Fall definitely in the air now. Nice crowd out on both ends of Knight Stadium here. Great home fan attendance all season. Probably biggest crowd I've seen yet here for homecoming tonight. And if you couldn't be here in person, we're so glad you joined us here on Hometown TV, whether it's on Prodigy, on Breezeline, or out there wherever you may be in the world on YouTube. We thank you for coming back home here with Mountain Digital Hometown TV.
And it seems like, Steve, the cooler it gets, the more attendance we have. It seems like the crowd loves to come here whenever it's cool like this, which is nice and cool tonight.
And a nice crowd out from University High as well, coming up the mountain to take advantage of a rain-free evening to watch another great high school football game. And we're just about ready to get this one underway. University High deferred to the second half. They will kick off, and the official runs in and signaled something, had a moment there.
The football fell off the ticket.
Okay, they got it reset. Knights are set, and University High sends a low kick bounding down over the 30-yard line, and the Knights return it back out over the 35 and on to about the 37 for good starting field position for this first opportunity on offense.
And yes, that's where the Knights want to start that drive. You know, anytime you start a drive from the 45 and on, that's good for the offense.
It is indeed, and Preston needs now to do what they've done well at times and struggled with at times as the season has waxed and waned, and that is they need to get a good offensive start here, get a sustained drive, move the sticks, and get down the field.
Mank with a quarterback keeper there to pick up about 2 on the play.
Right off the bat, Manco testing the center of that University High Hawk defense, and they are stacked up in there. He got to the line of scrimmage, maybe just a bit more. They're showing it 2nd and 8 on the big board.
But Manco, he's trying to soften up that middle of that offense there, Steve. That's what he's trying to do with the quarterback keeper there, which there was a design quarterback keeper for him there.
Manco to the air, looking for his favorite target, and finds Aiden Schmidl, pulled inside the 25 and out of bounds around the 21-yard line of the University High Hawks. Schmidl making a huge gain, and the Knights set themselves up in business just outside the red zone.
It did not take those two guys long, you know, to get together, get in sync, and this is what you got to look for between Manco and Schmidl. Those guys, you got to watch them because they'll put the ball in the air because he knows that Schmidl will go and get it.
Deep drop for the quarterback that time, and Manco throws that one off the mark, out of bounds, across the way.
That offensive line's got to give him a little bit more time, you know. I mean, he had 3 guys just about in his face there, so he had to hurry up that throw.
All right, the Knights on 2nd and 10. Slayton Manco into the huddle with the play.
He got trips to the right, single receiver to the left, with 1 back. Manco drops back. Oh, I'm surprised the flag didn't come out on that play. I think it was a little held there in the cross pattern.
He got a good look at Schmidl, and Schmidl broke open there momentarily. And then maybe a little contact. The official does not throw a flag, so incidental, says the man in the striped shirt. And the Knights will face 3rd and 10. We'll see what Coach Mark Deep pulls out of the bag for this one. As Preston does not want to give up on the effort down here this close. Big cheers from the University High side of the stadium as that ball deflected.
They're going to call that an interception on the Knights there, so they're going to get the ball.
Away from Schmidl, and you look at the replay there, and yeah, that is picked down in the corner as we get the close-up.
But they're calling a holding on the defense, so that might favor us.
Schmidl was campaigning vociferously down there.
He sure was.
To the official.
And that should give them automatic first down on that.
That'll move the ball down to the 12-yard line.
So the Knights will pick up 10 yards by way of penalty, get to the 12. First and goal now. Well, first and 10. They can get a first down inside the 2. 10:23 of the first period. And Manco not pulling any punches here. He's back to throw again.
See what happened there when the last time that Schmidl cut across the field, he felt that he was held, but there was no flag. But on that fly pattern, this time he got the call to go his way. And that brought us to a first and 10.
Knights facing second and 10 now. Very little time off this first period clock because the ball's been in the air a lot here for Preston. Manco rolling to his right. Throwing again for Schmidl, and Aiden wasn't able to get up and climb the ladder and pull that one down.
That was just a little too much of a mustard on that one for him. That brings up a third down and 10 for the Knights.
Bring it third down.
Manco with one back in the backfield.
Trips to the right. Another incomplete pass there across the middle.
Pass ball incomplete.
And what do you think, Steve? 4th and 10 at the 12.
It brings up an interesting situation for Preston.
Bring it fourth down.
You know they're going to go for this. Deep in on university territory like that, you got to go for it. I mean, this open possession.
Could have an opportunity to kick the ball, but Manco back into the huddle with the play here. He looks excited, and I don't think they're going to go for 3. He wants a whole lot more. Empty backfield. Manco takes the snap, drops, looks, throws through the hands of his intended receiver. Stone couldn't quite bring it down. Caleb Stone broke open in the end zone. Manco saw him, fired that ball, rifled it down there.
It was just a little too high out of his reach.
And this is a situation that has plagued Preston all season long, struggling in the red zone, and they struggle here. Turn it over on downs. University High will start out here, 1st and 10 at their own 12, with just 7 ticks beyond the 10-minute mark here, first period. Quick handoff, and the Knights pursuing, wrapping up the runner, and he's down out of bounds across the way. The runner, Marcos Kinska.
And, of course, Braden, 54, Braden Miller wrapped him up out of bounds for the Knights.
Second and 1 after a good gain and running hard. University High is going to push that ball over the line to gain here. And they're going to move the sticks. I look for the Hawks here tonight to try and grind the ball a little bit. Brought down after a short gain for University High. Hayden George with a nice grab, the junior wide receiver and D-back.
And they're going with a hurry-up offense here, Steve.
Well, they're trying to keep Preston back on their heels a little. Needed 5. He got to the 35-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
Third and 2.
Long ball caught. Immediate tackle, but down there to make the grab, Khalil Lewis, 6'4" junior wide receiver, and I think he had a little bit of height advantage right there. Got those long arms up, pulled that one in at the 9:02 mark. It's 1st and 10 at the Preston 29, and the Hawks, looking for more on the ground, will push it inside the 20, down near the 15-yard line. I believe that was Lewis on the carry. First and 10. And the Hawks waste no time. Across the way, they'll score that in the corner of the end zone.
They gave that one to big number 0, Marcos.
And we've got a flag down across the way. The officials are conferring as to who saw what. But the laundry came out at the end of that one. The man in the white hat with the call. Penalty coming after the play was over.
It must have been unsportsmanlike conduct after the touchdown. They'll take that out on a kickoff.
Ball is down. The kick up off the foot of Brady Good now. University High with their 7th point right there makes it a 7-0 score with 8:35 remaining in the first quarter. We knew that they would come in with a potent running attack, Alex. They also, as Preston did early in their drive, moved the ball well through the air with long passing and scored it in very quick fashion once they got down deep in Preston territory. Hawks were not fooling around. They were going for the end zone.
No, they did exactly what Preston High did. They only had one run the entire series, you know. Preston had one run, the rest was all pass. The Hawks did the same thing, all pass, and then the last one that hurt us was the run.
All right, the penalty on the touchdown will push the ball back, and the Hawks will be kicking. It'll be spotted at the 25-yard line. So the Hawks will be kicking from their own 25, and the Knights.
It's a good chance here for good opportunity for good field possession here for the Knights.
2 men back on the 15, 2 a little further up at the 35, and at the 50, taking no chances. This one's going to bound down at the 20, and the Knights, tripped up as he crossed the 40-yard line.
They will start that drive at the Preston High 42.
On the return. Takes it down to the 42-yard line. That's going to make the circus down.
Preston with 8 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the first period.
Right here is a good opportunity for the Knights not to get behind early in the game, because if they had to have a good sustain, a good drive here. Man could keep it to the right side, and he might have lost a yard on that.
Yeah, he's going to be brought down close to the line, but perhaps a yard shy of the line of scrimmage.
Lost the full in the play.
I'm going to put it back near the 49. They gave him,
Bring it up.
check that. They're inside the 40. They're back
From the 39.
inside the 40. So from the 39, it'll be 2nd and 14. So a bigger loss than we thought across the way there after the officials get it spotted up. Manco rolling near side, firing that ball, comes in low. Going down after that ball was Hayes, couldn't quite dig it out, and it bounced harmlessly away.
That ball was passed just a little outside his reach there, a little behind it too. Had to come back with that football.
Manco with the 3rd down play call. Breaks the Knights out of the huddle. From the empty backfield, looking to go deep, Slayton Manco. And had a receiver down there trying to get uncovered, and the pass just a little bit long, intended for Caleb Stone.
In this situation here, the Knights, where the ball is located at, they're going to punt this ball away. Hopefully they can, push the University back deep down the territory there.
Preston looking for big, outstanding special team plays here to try and help stem the tide early. High punt, bouncing once at the 35. It's going to tumble, take a Preston bounce and roll, and it'll be back inside the 25 at the 23-yard line.
And that's where the Hawks are going to start their drive. It was a pretty decent punt, though. We got a nice night roll for us. Right here is where the Knights got to really, this cornerbacks is really just got to tighten up against those wide receivers because, they had a pretty good success last time.
Hawks take over with 8 minutes remaining in the first period.
They're going to the air with this one.
Found a seam in the middle and down, out of bounds in front of the Knight bench, and we're going to get a flag. I think we're going to get a horse collar on the play.
It's going to be more of excessive tackling, which I never understood that. I mean, he had to grab a hold of his shirt, and he was out of bounds. I mean, you're right. He is calling that a horse collar on that. And that's what the Knights does not need. Okay, they need to stay away from the penalties. Because I know it happens, but that's what hurts you is turnovers and penalties. We all know that.
Penalty of a little bit too much aggression there, just at the wrong time. University High first down at the Preston 38, and the Knights get some pressure. And an open receiver down there, but the ball wide of the mark, and the Knights.
We're going to get a holding penalty against the Hawks here, Steve.
Preston did a good job defensively that time and putting some pressure on. University High makes a rare mental mistake, and the holding will push that ball back toward midfield, which helps Preston's cause at the 7:42 mark.
That'll make the ball after the 48-yard line. Bring a first and 10.
And that's what's going to happen. If that defense, the line, rush to their line, they're going to have to hold them. And that's what happened the last play.
First and 20, and again, the Knights force the man out of the pocket that time.
And he just barely got back to the line of scrimmage on that, Steve.
Harrison Heilbig on the run that time, rolling to the far side.
Second and 19.
Inside handoff.
And the most successful runs that University High has had thus far this evening
Thus far.
have started out up inside there, where they've been able to move the Preston Knights back off the ball a little.
And that brought them back to the original line of scrimmage, and that brings up 3rd and 10.
Preston needs to bend but not break right here. And again, University High, the big play. Down deep, taking the ball. Glenn Brown. You'll see it right here in the replay, how open he broke. And Brown into the end zone. Not quite, but almost unmolested. Caleb Stone down there. Ball down, the kick is up. The kick is good.
Number 33, Cash King, is the kicker for University High.
So now, after making the extra point, Brady Goodnow back to kick, kicking off for the 3rd time here in this first quarter, as University will be defending a 14-0 lead, and Preston trying to find a way to get the engine started.
I don't know what happened there. The ball still inbounds, and
yeah, that's a live ball.
it's a live ball. I don't know what he was thinking. I thought he thought it was going to go out of bounds, and it didn't.
Mental mistake right there, as the Knights will lose possession on an unforced error, as it were.
It's a mental mistake, you know. I mean, he, for some reason in his mind, he thought it was a punt, but now it's a kickoff.
All right, this puts University High in prime position here at the Knights' 18-yard line. From the near side, deep out of bounds in the corner down there.
Pass is incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Harrison Helbig with a little bit too much arm on that one.
And they're still going with that no-huddle offense.
Little trickeration there with the quick pitch. And driving, rumbling. Bouncing around like a bearing in a pinball machine.
I mean, he kept his leg moving. He didn't want to go down.
And again, going very quickly. And University High will just drive that ball into the end zone.
Big number 0, Marcos Niska, senior. 6'1", 208. He's a big boy.
Runs well, great sense of balance.
One day, empty extra points. And grab the whole. The extra kick.
Good now, kicks the air out of the ball. The extra point is good. And just like that, with 6 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in first period action, it's a 21-0 University High Hawk lead, and they have done everything right so far with the exception of a couple of penalties that didn't really slow them down too much, Alex.
No, and that's the thing that the Knights need to stay away from, is penalties. And, you just try to make positive plays and get the ball moving. Easy said than done, because we're up here and they're down there actually doing it. Now here you go again, kick off. Remember.
Knights take the field here, trailing by 3 scores. Got to shake it off, put it in the rear view mirror.
It's in the past.
Eliminate the mental mistakes, and hey, stranger things have been known to happen. Ball came out over the 40-yard line.
And he took a hit on that. My goodness, I could hear from up here. Wow. And the Knights is kind of shaking on a play there. I think there's number 43, Bubba Watson.
Trainers out there to check it out quickly. And University High will huddle across the way. The Knights come to the near side. And hopefully, just a situation where maybe the wind knocked out or
that happens a lot.
Something not too pleasant, but relatively minor. We don't want any of these youngsters on either side of the ball to come out of this evening with any sort of injury. The crowd awaits, and as they do, we want to thank our major sponsors who help bring you these broadcasts all season long. And first among them, Mon Health, Preston Memorial Hospital, the healthcare team that has a lot of concern and love for the community, and they are here to take care of not just the Knights on the playing field, but all of you Prestonians out there who can get the health care you need and deserve right here at home. Mon Health, Preston Memorial Hospital, part of the Vandalia Health Network. And, of course, our good friends at Prodigy with that great fiber-to-the-home service, super fast internet bandwidth for work, for entertainment, for all the things you need to do that you need bandwidth for. Prodigy has got the super fast fiber connection that you want in your home. Expanding, getting bigger, a locally owned Preston County internet provider. Check out Prodigy today. And, of course, our great friends at Shop and Save. 3 stores and one great idea, and that is customer service above all for you and your family, whether you're up on the mountain in Terra Alta, down in Valley District at the Reedsville store, or the newest store at the plaza in Kingwood. And man, I love those wide, luxurious aisles. Get in there and shop. Find the things you need. Fall is here. Winter will be coming, and they have all of the things you and your family need at Shop and Save. Go in, meet the folks there, friendly, smiling faces, great customer service every day, and loads of great products at great prices. Fill that basket up and get ready for for a Preston County winner. Thanks, Shop and Save. And of course, thank you to all of our other sponsors. You'll see more about them coming up. And also, coming up at halftime, it is on the mountaintop here tonight, homecoming.
Now, right here, Steve, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but here's something that we never like to see, obviously, you know, for, like you said, for either side of the team and having, you know, an ambulance stepping in. I'm hoping and praying that it's not anything serious. It's just precaution, because at this time, at this day and age, you know, there's a lot of things that these guys, these trainers, look for. Small things like concussions, anything like that. They take this stuff very, very serious these days.
Take no chances.
No, absolutely not.
And the crew from Camp Central Ambulance, right on the spot here, they will load this young man up and get him checked out thoroughly.
Yes, this is what I was saying. Anymore, it could be anything serious. They just want to make sure that everything's okay, that the Ben is okay, he's going to be all right. I mean, don't panic, because this is just precaution, most likely.
While the Camp Central crew does their work, let's step aside for a moment for these words from our sponsors, and we'll be back as the action continues from here on the mountaintop in Kingwood.
As a leader in rural health care since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate, quality health care for our community. We offer state-of-the-art robotic procedures, are the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and offer a new comprehensive infusion center for cancer care. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza.
My dad started Delano's back in 1971. With hard work and a love for his customers, he had to succeed. Plus, there were 5 of us little ones at home to feed. The tradition continues. Introducing Imperial Bedding and the Almost Heaven Collection. Double-sided, flippable design for years of comfort and durability. We also specialize in adjustable beds. Customized comfort at your fingertips. So stop tossing and turning and visit Delano's and see what a double-sided mattress looks and feels like.
Tune in on Friday, October 24th at 6:45 p.m. as the Preston Knights host the University High Hawks live from Knight Stadium in Kingwood, West Virginia. Watch the game on Mountain Digital Hometown TV, delivered by Prodigy Fiber to the home, on Breezeline Stream TV channel 9001, or live on YouTube by searching for Mountain Digital Hometown TV.
Highland Pharmacy in Brewston Mills can take care of your whole family with over-the-counter medications, and they can easily transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy. Highland Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 on Mondays, 9 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 304-379-6919 for Highland Pharmacy on Main Street in Brewston Mills. Highland Pharmacy, looking forward to serving you.
Some things are just not made the way they used to be made. Sometimes that's a good thing. But when it comes to your next mattress, wouldn't you want a bed that has stood the test of time? Imperial Bedding, made right here in West Virginia. Double-sided design and mattress you can flip and rotate for years of comfort and durability. We also specialize in adjustable beds, customized comfort at your fingertips. So stop putting off your search for a good night's rest and visit Delano's. See for yourself what a double-sided mattress looks and feels like.
At the Landing Dental Spa, we know that teeth aren't the only things that go into a smile. Sometimes it's the thing we've lost or gained. It's the moments that we never forget, the road less traveled, and the destination. It's life's firsts, big firsts and little firsts. What's in a smile other than teeth? It's all around us. And nothing makes us smile more than seeing yours. The Landing Dental Spa, in network with most major dental insurances.
As a leader in rural health care since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate, quality health care for our community. We offer state-of-the-art robotic procedures, are the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and offer a new comprehensive infusion center for cancer care. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza.
My dad started Delano's back in 1971. With hard work and a love for his customers, he had to succeed. Plus, there were 5 of us little ones at home to feed. The tradition continues. Introducing Imperial Bedding and the Almost Heaven collection. Double-sided, flippable design for years of comfort and durability. We also specialize in adjustable beds, customized comfort at your fingertips. So stop tossing and turning and visit Delano's and see what a double-sided mattress looks and feels like.
Highland Pharmacy in Brewston Mills can take care of your whole family with over-the-counter medications, and they can easily transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy. Highland Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 on Mondays, 9 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 304-379-6919 for Highland Pharmacy on Main Street in Brewston Mills. Highland Pharmacy, looking forward to serving you.
Some things are just not made the way they used to be made.
Back at Knights Stadium, and prayers to the young man being ably assisted by Camp Ambulance. He's going to go for a ride and get checked out. And hopefully, again, we are prayerful that that is not a bad situation, but just one of those things that you got to take everything into account and be overly cautious if everything works out.
Yes, absolutely. At this day and age, I mean, with everything, new medicine and technology, we just want to make sure that these trainers and, personnel, they always want to make sure that everything's okay. Don't take any chances and just make sure to take precaution. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
And I will say, hard hit on that return. We could hear it up here in the booth, and that being the case, they take an abundance of caution in dealing with that and in caring for the player, as it should be.
Yeah, and that's really the only downside of football. Things like this does happen. I mean, nothing, just you get the cramps, minor things, especially a night like tonight, it's kind of cool, and you just gotta have precaution and make sure you're careful about everything. And
players for both teams being given a little bit of time to warm up again here, as there was some delay in that situation, and the Knights, before taking the field, huddling around Camp Central's vehicle.
Now, that right there is a great sight to see about this young man and how much they care for each other. They're going in there on the side of the ambulance and just tapping on there and saying, "Hey, buddy, you're going to be all right."
Let him know the team's here. We got
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. That's great sports. That's what a team is right there. And that's what this is all about. I mean, these kids come out here to play ball together, great friends, they don't want nothing bad to happen. Like we talked about earlier, either side of the ball, the other team or us, we don't want nothing bad to happen to nobody. We just respect.
Exactly. University High, just 13, 14 miles down the road, and
right
in Mon County, and very close at hand for Prestonians, and a lot of these players do, in fact, know one another by more than just reputation. They know one another personally, and
right.
They're going to come out here and play hard, but wish each other well. And certainly in a situation like this, I know the fans and players on both sides saying their prayers a little bit.
Absolutely, absolutely.
When we resume here shortly, 6:13 remaining on the first period clock, and least you forget the University High Hawks with a 21-0 advantage, and how they got there was just putting their heads down and doing what they do best, running the ball, throwing the ball, and they had some rather big plays along the way to what is a fairly gaudy first quarter 21-point advantage. But Preston, aside from a couple mental mistakes, the biggest problem, once again, their opening drive, they get down to the red zone, right at the edge of the red zone, and struggle to move that ball through that zone and into the end zone where they want to be.
Yes, and a lot of people don't understand this, especially if you don't watch football. The red zone, when you get to the red zone, the field shrinks for you. So it makes that much harder for you to get that ball in there because the field shrinks on you. That's why they call it the red zone.
And it really makes it hard for both the offense and the defense. They have to tighten things up, and they don't have a lot of territory to defend. Right. Or room to recover from mistakes. So it's really a situation where teams come to the top and show their best or not in that situation. The Knights just a little off the mark down there on their first foray, and then a couple of problems in terms of moving the ball after that, and a couple of mental mistakes that didn't help along the way.
Mental mistake, especially in that kickoff, where the player thought the ball was going out of bounds and the ball stayed in bounds. Well, it was a kickoff, so they recovered it.
We say that to say this. All these things sort of happen. Maybe the Knights shake it out of their system now. They will take over the nose of the ball at the 40-yard line? No,
at the 32.
Right.
At the 32.
It's at the 32. Mm-hmm. So the big board, they get it corrected. The big board has it now, 1st and 10, at the 32. And the Knights will put the ball in play here now with 6 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in this first period of action. Thank you for tuning in here on Mountain Digital Hometown TV. As we get back to action, Manco weaving, ducking, running, and drugged down. And we're going to get a late flag coming out.
Horse collar on that one, Steve. Horse collar, call against the...
Could be. The officials called one earlier on the Knights. And anytime you see that player coming in from behind defending, if the ball carrier gets slung around and there was any kind of a grab up high, you're at risk of that call.
Just about.
And again, that's a big safety issue.
Yes, and that's another thing that the referees really watch for that, because again, that you get your head jerked back like that, a lot of bad things could happen. That's why they're on top of it.
Move the ball out over the 45 to the 48, so the Knights approach midfield here. Good run by Manco, and then they tack that on. Manco conferring with his running back. He'll take that ball into the middle, across midfield, and down to the University High 47-yard line.
He picks up 4 on that.
It'll be 2nd and 6.
And there was a design quarterback draw right there for 4 yards. That's what the Knights used to do. Pound the ball on the inside. If they're going to give you 4 or 5 yards of carry, take it.
Now, University High, they've played very up-tempo when they've had the ball. Knights a little more relaxed on the tempo, and then the ball gets snapped, and a lot happens. Manco out of the pocket and lofts that one out of bounds. Intended for Hayes across the way. Stops the clock with 5:20 remaining here in the period.
Yes, Manco got flushed out of the pocket there, and he looking for a receiver to be open, but he just overthrew him a little bit, and he stopped the clock at 5:20.
Back, good protection, starting to break down a little, and Manco has to run for his life. He's going to get down near the 45-yard line as he keeps that ball. Pretty good protection, but pretty good secondary defense by the University High Hawks. And they extended that play. And finally, a defender broke through, chased Manco to the near side. And he didn't want any of that and ended up out of bounds.
But he picks up 2 on the yard, which brings up 4th and 3 for the Knights there. So they're going to go for it. And it brings out trips to the right. One receiver to the left. Manco drops back. Just a little bit out of the reach there. Again, on that pass.
It was intended for Easton Hayes once again.
Easton Hayes have not got involved yet this far, because everything's been thrown to him just a little bit out of his reach so far.
All right, Knights will turn the ball over on downs. University High will start this possession from their own 45. And they start off on offense the way they ended offensively.
Made by number 11, Blake Manco.
Manco with the stop.
Take it down to the 43-yard line. The first and 10 for the Hawks.
And now University High content to just put it on the ground and rumble.
David Dobbins. Take it down to the 25-yard line. The first and 10 for the Hawks.
Almost intercepted there.
Two defenders over there, and it gave the Knights an opportunity to try and make a play on the ball.
Aiden Strasser almost came up with the interception there.
Good pressure on the quarterback, and University will go back to the ground.
And that's what happens, when you got a 21-0, you can afford to waste clock.
3rd and 2 now. And lofting one for the end zone. Caught, brought down. Nice footwork over there. And Glenn Brown with the catch, the 6'1" senior. Kept his eye on the ball. Look at the replay right here as he tumbles out of bounds with the touchdown. And University High will celebrate their 4th score of the contest.
On to the extra point. Then the Grants to hold.
Good now. The extra point good, and it is a 28-0 score now. 3:41 remaining in this extended first period due to the injury. So if viewers just tuning in, game started on time, but we did have an injury that required a substantial stop in play while that was dealt with. And University High comes back from that break in the action, absorbs the Knights' foray into their territory, holds on downs, and marches right down the field for their 4th score of the evening.
On the kickoff for the Hawks. Donovan from Strasser back deep 30.
Good now. This one gathered up on the run. Slipping and sliding, and you can't spend too much time in one place or the Hawks will fly in there and get you.
Donovan. Take it out to the 21-yard line.
Preston, decent field position on the return. Will have the ball 1st and 10, just outside their own 40.
They're going to start that drive at the 21, Steve.
Pardon me. Well, once again, the board a little bit behind.
Mankos swings right, picks up some room speed, but he picks up the first down now, but there is a flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
And the referees is going to get together here and see what the penalty is for. As of now, Manka should have the first down, but let's see what the referee is going to call on this flag that was thrown here on the near side.
The officials confirm.
And that is confirmed a holding on the defense, which means that the play sustained, and And they're going to tack on after the run from Manco, and that's 1st and 10 all the way down to the 46-yard line there of the Knights. Well, at least as of now, and I mean, yeah, Preston made a little bit of mental mistakes. It looks like that the Hawks are starting to make some mistakes of their own.
Hopefully, this will encourage Preston to try and get a sustained drive going, but there is not a lot of running room there. Back to the line of scrimmage and not an inch more give the Hawks.
The design run for Manco, he just barely got back to the line of scrimmage on that run.
He's made a little headway with that a couple of times here this evening, but the Hawks have seen about what they want of the quarterback draw, and they're going to close the gaps now rather quickly. Official calls a halt coming in from the far side here prior to the snap, and that's usually a walk back 5 yards.
We have ball center on the Knights. Off down. We have the ball actually 33-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 15.
I'll see if I can connect.
There's a nice pass, long for the Knights. Touchdown, Knights!
Preston by the big play.
All the way down to Stone. I mean, beautiful pass by Manco to Stone. I mean, he was way down, right open.
Caleb Stone has broken open a couple of times and the ball wasn't able to get there. Slayton Manco saw him break wide that time and get 5 yards behind the defender, and he put that ball right out there perfectly. And Caleb Stone ferries it into the end zone, and the Knights are on the board at the 2:36 mark here of the first period.
That was a little bit of a bad snap on that, and all right, guys, told you.
More laundry flying.
Got a little aggravated there on that hold there, and he's going to call unsportsmanlike on there. Well, I think he's going to call that on Manco, I think.
Little extracurricular.
Well, those things sometimes happen. You know, when emotion gets high, and you just got to compose yourself. And also, we need to also let everyone know, Steve, that tonight we have a lot of the fans here tonight. They're here tonight to celebrate the class of 1995, 30-year anniversary. Wow.
30 years.
Wow. In about 3 years, I'll be celebrating 30-year anniversary here at Preston High. Choo! It's coming up quick.
We're all traveling down the same chute. I love you young folks, though, that get excited about your 25th or 30th.
Should I tell them how would you be celebrating, Steve?
Hey, I'm not proud. The class of 1975 from Valley High just celebrated the 50th anniversary.
So that would have been yours, that's what you're saying.
Graduation. Yeah, I actually did graduate, Alex. That's amazing, isn't it?
No, I didn't want to say, that big number out there for you, buddy.
Perfectly all right, my friend.
Yes, but like we said here, there's a lot of people here tonight that from the class of 1995 that class reunion, 30 years anniversary. Congratulations. Glad to see all of you guys here.
Preston High with a lot of really, really big classes back in the mid-90s there, too. They could have a really large reunion.
Absolutely. You're looking at about 600 people. Oh, my gosh, that's a big class.
The kick spiraling down just inside the University 20-yard line and reversing field and brought down out of bounds finally is Brown.
But we do have a flag back at the 30-yard line, so this might be coming back.
Right in the area where he changed direction suddenly.
And usually when that happens, he changes direction like that, and you get a flag, probably the holding or blocking on the back or something to that nature.
Officials walk it back.
Illegal block on the Hawks, so that is coming back. Which, for the Knights, that's what you need. I mean, they're making mental mistakes like that. It helps the Knights out. Now they drop them back all the way back to the 15-yard line. That's where they'll start their drive. That was a nice defensive play there for the Knights, but they're going to call interference on him, which on Strasser, but that was a nice coverage by him there.
Looking at the replay, that could have gone either way. Got to get your head around on the ball like that.
And I think that's what they did because both receivers was grabbing and holding, so they just kind of waved it off, and that's what they did.
Bring up 2nd and 10.
From the 15, it'll be 2nd and 10 for University High. And they're going to try it to the near side, running hard. Marcos Niska. Just a great driving run once again from him. And you see him turn that corner with purpose. And it takes a lot of black suited Knights to usher him to the sideline.
Yes, when he put his shoulder down, he's a big boy, 208 pounds. When he put his shoulder down going forward, it's hard to bring him down.
Out to the 27, and on first down from there, the quick pass across the way.
And we got a flag down here on the near side at the 30-yard line again. Holding against the Hawks.
So there are a few cracks in the veneer of the University High Hawks. And now the officials with one high in the air. I'm not sure if that's on the sideline or exactly what's going on there. But they are eyeing the Hawks with ill intent.
I believe that the number one for the Hawks will do a lot of complaining to the referee, so he just stack on another 5 yards on that, Steve. These young men got to remember, okay, these referees, they're not perfect, okay? They're going to make bad calls sometimes, but you cannot go and start yelling in their ears. They don't like that.
That will take the ball, which the Hawks had out beyond the 27, and with the reception, out over the 30, takes it all the way back to 1st and 25 at their own 10. And Preston pushing the advantage. The ball carrier left out in space there, but he made friends in a hurry or drew a crowd.
Everybody on that defense for the Knights was on that one. They want number, was his name? Dan. He didn't want him to pick up another yard. Marcos Niska.
And they'll come back again, the same sequence that they ran earlier to get out over the 30. And Preston ready for it.
And they lost about 2 yards on that. And that brings up 3rd down and 3 miles.
Well, 3rd and 27 at the
On the 9-yard line.
at about the 8.5 yard line. It's the final minute winding here of this first period. And there's a completed pass across the way.
That's going to bring them back to the original line, actually behind that, so they'll brings up 4th and about 11.
A lot of running around to get back to the same spot.
But sometimes in football, you got to do that.
And University High, a high caliber punt bounding down, takes a short 4-yard roll and will be down. Nobody wanted a piece of that action. That looked like a college kick.
Well, when the ball is that high in the air, that receiver looks at it and sees what's coming toward him. He's like, no, if I try to catch this ball, I'm going to take a pretty lick, so just let it bounce. I mean, that was a good 40-yard punt at least for.
That ball came off the punter's foot, and collectively you heard the whole crowd down below draw in a deep breath and get ready to go, wow.
It's like,
nice punt.
It's like
nice
watching
punt.
fireworks, right? Ooh.
Exactly. Well, the officials march south like Sherman, and the Knights will be pinned back on their 10-yard line. First and 10 from the 10, 90 yards to go. And Manco, he's going to run up the middle, try to get there. Needed one more block to break into the secondary by a lot. He's going to pick up a couple.
You pick up about 3 yards on that carry there, at least 4.
Second and 7. Pickup of 3, and that will more than likely be the last play of this first period of action here on the mountaintop in Kingwood. We've had a little bit of everything. Not enough offense by the Knights by a good bit yet. So it's a 28-6 score as we turn for the quarter. And as we do so, we want to thank once again our major sponsors who bring you these broadcasts and many others here on Hometown TV. First and foremost, our friends at Mon Health, Preston Memorial Hospital, who do such a great job taking care of our community. Preston Mon Health, part of the Vandalia Health Network, the caring professional folks who bring you the health care you and your family need right here in Preston County. And of course, our friends at Prodigy. Prodigy with that great fiber to the home connection, the fast internet bandwidth you need for work, for school, for entertainment, whatever it is, Prodigy's got it for you from a local Preston County owned hometown company. And you're watching hometown TV maybe on Prodigy tonight. Expanding, getting bigger and better all the time. Check them out for your bandwidth needs. Prodigy, fiber to the home. And our friends at Shop and Save. Shop and Save with 3 great stores and 1 great idea. And that's value for Preston County. Whether you're on the mountaintop in Terra Alta, in Valley District at the Reedsville store, or at their newest store in the plaza in Kingwood. Come in, meet the folks, the friendly, smiling faces with the great deals for you and your family. That's Shop and Save. And we thank them for sponsoring Preston Knight varsity football.
The second quarter.
We start the second quarter, and Manco to the air. And if he had a string on that, he would have pulled it just a little bit because he had Aiden Schmidl racing, streaking down the field.
Just overthrew him a little bit on that pattern there. And like you said, Schmidl, he was open, but he had at least 4 or 5 yards in his man there. He just put a little too much mustard on that throw.
Yeah, just a little softer on that. Aiden Schmidl would be dancing in the end zone right now. 11:54 remaining in the first half of play. Fans are reminded that at halftime we have homecoming festivities on the field here, and we'll bring you as much coverage of that as we can as they will crown the homecoming king and queen. Errant pass intercepted.
Intercepted that by number 1, Glenn Brown. And that's where the Hawks will take over.
Brown spied the quarterback. Manco may have looked just a little bit too long at his intended receiver, and Brown stepped in and took that one away.
University inserted from the 27-yard line.
The Hawks now deep in Knight territory at the 26, looking for more, and
he just missed on that one.
Just off the mark. Brown tried to turn the trick on back-to-back plays there, making the interception and then trying to corral that one in the end zone. On second down, they'll send it the other way, and on a crossing route,
he picks up the pass and picks up out 2 in the yard, 1 or 2, but there's a flag on the play, all the way down the field on the other side there. Let's see what the call is. It might be holding.
Khalil Lewis with the grab made a nice catch, trying to maneuver in traffic there for more. And we'll see if he got a little bit too much help or exactly what happened. Here comes the white hat with the call.
I believe it's going to be a holding call. Face mask.
Yep, face mask on the Knights.
And that's one of those things that we don't need, guys. They don't need our help.
Little accidental grab there of the face mask on Lewis, trying to corral him after the catch. Moves the ball forward, and University High smells a little blood in the water here now.
First and go, run to the right. Flag comes flying in again.
Yeah, more laundry on the field.
Flag play.
And because of where it is, it's probably holding against the offense, and it is holding on the Hawks.
So they're going to give back the penalty yardage gained on the previous play. And the Knights will just try to bow their necks here and stiffen the defense and see if they can turn away this onslaught. Now at the 18-yard line.
He's going to take off on the left-hand side, and he might have enough for touchdown.
Defender slipped and fell down, couldn't get out on the perimeter there, coming across to try and intercept the speedy quarterback of the University High Hawks.
And there's also a flag thrown toward the end of that play there, so they might get that waved off, because I believe they're going to call that a block on the back on the offense. Personal foul, yep, that's coming back, didn't count.
Spoils a nice play for Harrison Helbig.
Well, these are the kind of breaks right now that is going for the Knights, which is great. I mean, they're making mental mistakes. It's helping the Knights. And I have a feeling they're going to put this in the air. They're going to stay in the air. Watch this, because they got twins to each side. One running back in motion to the right.
First and goal from the 30.
Quarterback keeper right up the middle. He picks up probably maybe about 2-3 yards on that one, Steve.
He saw Slayton Manco do that earlier to good effect. He said, Coach, I like that play. Let's put it in the book.
Yeah, let's try this. He had success with this. Let me try it. No huddle.
That'll bring up second 24, and they're trying to pick up the tempo here a little bit.
He got flushed out of the pocket there, and he finally throws away to avoid the sack.
Helbig forced to do a lot of running east and west, not north, the direction he wanted to go.
That was very good penetration there, but the Knights offense to make him, take him out of his rhythm and get out of harm's way.
University High loses nothing if they try to air it out here on 3rd and 24. He's back with good protection. Now he's going to roll right. And again,
he throws it out of bounds.
Good job of protection initially, but then Preston able to get pressure on Helbig.
That brings up 4th and goal from the 23-yard line. And they're going to go try to kick a field goal.
Ball down. The kick is up on its way. That's going to be low and off to the left. The score remains University High 28, Preston 6, and the Knight defenders have got to feel really good and be really charged up. They've made some adjustments here mid-first half, and along with some mental mistakes by the Hawks, the Knights able to get off the field here.
But that's what
with other than a university score taking place.
Yeah, but you got to remember those mental mistakes probably came because of the adjustments that the defense made too.
All right, Preston taking over on their own 20-yard line. And Manco brings it to the near side, tried to elude the tackle. Brought down hard on the play by Roman Kaczewski.
Manco's going to lose a couple of yards on the play.
Kaczewski did that thing that all great defenders do in that situation. You're one-on-one, and the guy's kind of a water bug, kind of jukes this way, jukes that way. He just stuck his eyes on Manco's belt buckle and said, no, I know where you are.
Absolutely. That's what every coach everywhere as you start playing football always tells you, keep your eye on the belt buckle.
Second and 14 after the loss. Manco with an empty backfield gets the pass off quickly.
You got your middle. He picks up about 5 on a play, brings up 3rd down and about 9 or 8.
Gain 6 this way. Bring 3rd and 8.
Knights bring Twins to the right. Manko flushes out, throws on a run, and there's a flag on the play. Am I going to call that a pass interference?
Schmidl got up immediately, thinking that he was going to get a call.
And he did. He got a flag on that. It's going to be pass interference on the Hawks, and they're having a hard time keeping up with Schmidl. I mean, he is a good athlete. He got run good routes, and he's fast. So they have to do what? Hold him. And they're going to throw the flag on it every time.
One of the best receivers in north central West Virginia, if not the entire state. Schmidl averaging over 100 yards at about 108, 109 per game. Been held in check a little bit here tonight so far. And I say so far because he's got that ability to just keep going and break the big one. Knights keep it on the ground, out over the 40-yard line. Should have a pickup of about 3.5 or 4.
Bring up 2nd and 7.
Call it a long 3 at the 40, 2nd and 7.
Ball they spot at the 40. Manko comes to the line with Twins to the left, straight up the middle. That was the bunch of Hawks that should meet him. He might have maybe got a yard on that.
If that. Clock turning at the 7:22 mark here, first half action on the mountaintop in Kingwood.
Bring up 3rd and 5.
Manko run down this time.
That pocket collapsed in a hurry there on Manko.
Manko found himself in a hurricane. That's not the place you want to be on a 40-degree evening in Preston County.
No. Well, it's 4th down. The Knights, I believe, they have their punting team out there.
Yeah, on 4th and 16 with 6.5 to go here in this first half. The Knights, unable to sustain that drive, are going to kick it away. And a nice high kick spiraling down. Hawks are going to let it bounce, and the Knights will down it. University coaches are over there pulling their hair out. Somebody ran back like, oh, I think he touched it. I'm going to grab that ball and go. Don't. The coach is saying, don't do that.
That he plays the 33-yard line.
University with the ball at their own 33. 1st and 10. Leading 28-6. Knights looking to make a big play. They've got the runner in tow. $55 there for the Knights.
That would be
LaRue.
LaRue with the nice tackle there for a sack for him.
Helbig finds a man open who slips and will be down by contact. His knee hit the turf.
At the 45, at the 35.
Turned and wanted to make something happen, made a good clean catch, had some open space, saw all that green in front of him, and oops, little slip. It happens. On third down, Helbig rolls to the near side. He's going to fire that one, and a little reverse and a nice move and out over the 50-yard line for University High goes Brandon Custer. Custer, just a sophomore.
The Knights brought the pressure, you know. They just couldn't get the quarterback. They brought the pressure for sure.
1st and 10 at the Preston 48. Custer in motion, goes into the slot now. The pitch and breaking tackles the guy you're not going to arm tackle. Marcos Niska.
I mean, he keeps those legs moving, and when a running back keep your leg moving, you got to go low on him. You cannot shoulder tackle that guy. He just keep on going.
4 broken tackles, 5 broken tackles, 6 broken tackles, and finally run down.
And we have Strasser shaken up after the play there. His trainer's going to check him out there on the field.
Blake Jennings was in on that tackle eventually, and I'm not sure, couldn't get a number on the other jersey across the way. But finally bringing down Niska. The big 0 on that jersey is not indicative of his productivity. They should put 100 on there because he gets maybe 103 because he gives over 100% every time he touches the ball. If he can get it rolling,
when he gets moving forward, it's hard to bring him down. So you cannot shoulder tackle him. You got to go low. Got to take his leg, keep his motor from going. And that's what happened the last play there. But
Hayden Strasser up coming to the near side.
The 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 in the red zone here for University High.
He's going to try to go long, incomplete, and here comes a flag on the play. They're going to call that probably pass interference as you come across, you stream across the middle of the field there, and the ball went by. Normally when that happens, they're going to be calling that pass interference on defense. And that's what they call it.
So pass interference on Preston. Clock stops at the 4-minute 33-second mark.
Move the ball down to the 9-yard line.
That brings up 1st and goal.
From the 9-yard line, the Hawks will operate here after the penalty.
2nd and 1.
Oh, 2nd and 1.
Not what's on the big board. A host
of Knights.
Black Knights in there.
And like last week, leading by number 54, Braden Miller on that tackle there.
Sophomore Levi Begley in there getting his piece of the action.
Well, we'll give a half a sack for Miller and the other half for him. University touchdown.
When in doubt, you give it to the guy that they've been giving it to all night, Niska.
Yep.
Take a look at it here as he takes off to his right, cuts back, finds a little seam, then works back to the outside and gallops into the end zone. Ball spotted for the extra point. 3:55 on the first half clock. And that kick is down. And it is up and good. University High, the Hawks, as advertised. And, we opined, or at least I did earlier in the pregame, Alex, maybe a little bit of a situation where they might be looking ahead. Nah, they were looking ahead about 5 minutes. They weren't looking very far ahead.
For sure.
They'll have a huge game coming up with their old foes, Morgantown High. The Battle of Morgantown every year.
Every year.
A big, big, big event in the region in high school football. And nonetheless, they come in prepared this evening. Thus far, 2-0 in the conference, 6-2 overall, and the Hawks play in that Quad A Ohio Valley Conference. That is a big, big division for high school football now. Coming to the near side, little running room and sideline. Finally gets the runner. So Preston's Caleb Dobbins with a nice return. Gets that ball out near midfield. They're going to spot it at the 40. I thought he got a little beyond that, but nonetheless, official said his foot went down on the sideline. At the 40, that's where you get it. Knights have 3 minutes and 47 seconds with which to work here. Xavier Walcott into the lineup for Preston, number 5.
Manco calls a timeout because they'll soon get the delay a game on that.
Manco took a look, looked at the play clock, and said, I'm going to burn one. Avoiding another one of those oh-so-critical mental errors that have plagued the Knights.
Yeah, but 25 seconds went pretty quickly after he went out of bounds there. My goodness.
We mentioned University High with but one more game remaining on the schedule. After tonight, the Knights will play at Buckhannon Upshur in the big, beautiful stadium down there. And then it's back home for the finale, and we'll be here and hope you will be as well, either in person or in spirit, watching on Hometown TV, as the Elkins Tigers will come in on the 7th of November for the regular season finale. Manco back, jukes one way, jukes the other, ducks a tackler who recovers and brings him down for a tackle for loss, as Manco could not get back and achieve the 40-yard line. Slipped a couple, but you
just didn't have the protection.
You just know the white jerseys are coming, and they're coming quick, and they're coming in a big group.
That makes it a little rough whenever you don't have that protection that he needs there. So. Wins to both sides. Manco steps back. Looks survey over and up. He gets held up. Down he goes again.
In this series, the University High Hawks have made some adjustments, and they are bringing the house. They know what Manco can do, and they know how motivated he gets in late quarter or late game situations to try and make a big play, and they're not about to give him time to formulate the right answer back there.
That brings up 3rd down and long for the Knights. Third down and 17.
3rd and 17. Preston going backwards here. And Manco back to try and make something happen. Slips it across the middle. And on the far sideline, finally taken out of bounds over there.
Stone.
Caleb Stone.
Nice.
Caught the University High Hawks looking hard at Aiden Schmidl, and Easton Hayes and Caleb snuck out there and turned a nice little short distance play
It was a slant.
into a big play.
It was a little slant, 5-yard slant, but boy, he turned on the jets and just got around the corner. 1st down Knights.
Great job by Caleb. Breaks the big one and sets the Knights up inside the 35-yard line of the Hawks with almost 2 minutes remaining.
Same play again, but this time he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Somebody left their area defensively on the big play. Knights thought, well, hey,
Well, what happened?
it happened again.
It's like you said earlier. They were too focused on Schmidl taking off, and they left the middle of the field wide open there. And that's what Stone did. He snuck the slant in there and got that nice little short yard pass, but he broke it for a long.
Pickup of 2 on that one. 2nd and 8. Manco to the near side. The ball hauled in by Easton Hayes. Makes the catch, but it carries him out of bounds inside the University 30-yard line.
Bring up 36. 7.
Time is ticking down with 46 seconds to go in the first half.
Look for Manco to try and extend this one downfield. He needs 7. And spinning in the middle there, trying to make the catch. Hayes couldn't quite make the grab there. And he was being spun around.
Well, with 27 ticks on the clock before the first half, I'm sure that they're going to, well, it's 4th and 7 for the Knights, so they're probably going to air it out here.
Manco with a single back. Drops, looks, throws.
Incomplete pass.
Number 18, Smith.
Aiden Schmidl couldn't quite haul that one in. Would have been something of a little bit circusy catch, but
it was just
right idea, but the Knights just couldn't quite execute it, and they'll turn the ball over on downs once again.
That ball was thrown just behind him on that play. Can't you come back for that?
The Hawks not done yet. They're going to air it out. Manco knew where that one was going, played tight defense, and the ball off the hand of the receiver and falls incomplete with 17.8 remaining here in first half action. 35-6, and the Hawks trying to not be quite done yet, looking for a big play. They'll hand it off here. And that's a big play when you give the ball. And Niska just rumbles and rolls and gets it going there. And it takes the whole student body to finally corral him and stop the clock with 6.2 seconds remaining as University High takes the immediate timeout. One more play when we come out of the half here, and we will be at halftime. And take a quick commercial break before coming back to bring you all the pomp and circumstance and pageantry of homecoming here on the mountaintop in Kingwood this evening. And they'll crown the king and queen.
Well, the Knights took that time out there because they want to make sure he told everybody to, hey, keep everybody, stay back, don't give anything long if they go to the air. But remember, if number zero is there for them.
Nose of the ball at the Preston 37-yard line. 1st and 10, that doesn't really matter. Officials have a little adjustment, 7.5 seconds on the clock is what they call for, and the clock operator dials it up. And we are ready now. Pass falls incomplete, and I wasn't quite sure if the quarterback hadn't crossed the line of scrimmage. I think it was close.
It was close. I think there's a flag on the field there, so I don't know if that's what they're going to call it or if it was a penalty against the Knights.
Penalty is declined. It was against University High. And so we head to halftime. We'll take this quick commercial break for the folks that bring you Preston Knight varsity sports action here on Hometown TV. And we'll be right back with action from homecoming halftime here on Mountain Digital, Hometown Television. Back in a couple.
As a leader in rural health care since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate, quality health care for our community. We offer state-of-the-art robotic procedures, are the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and offer a new comprehensive infusion center for cancer care. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza.
The band will be led on the field tonight by sophomore drum major Ada Whitehair. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Preston High School for our homecoming festivities. Representing the freshman class is Princess Maggie Taylor. She is the daughter of Tony and Sybil Taylor of Templeton. She is being escorted this evening by Paul Lambert. He is the son of Kyle and Nicole Seymour of Kingwood. Our second freshman princess is Macy Thomas. She is the daughter of Willie and Tilly Thomas of Kingwood. Her escort is Leland Martin. He is the son of Michael and Christy Martin of Masonville. Representing the sophomore class is Princess Ava Turner. She is the daughter of Buddy and Tina Turner of Kingwood. Her escort is Landon Curry. He is the son of David and Nikki Curry of Hamilton. Our second sophomore princess is Zoe Fonsalettos. She is the daughter of Michael and Carrie Fonsalettos of Kingwood. Her escort is Levi Bigley. He is the son of Ethan and Christy Bigley of Preston Knights. Our last sophomore princess is Delaney Cease. She is the daughter of Joseph Cease and Amanda Cease of Kingwood. Her escort is Lucas Nasenblad. He is the son of Matthew and Kristen Nasenblad of Terra Alta. Representing the junior class is Princess Lila Fisher. She is the daughter of Larry and Bethany Fisher of Brewston Mills. Her escort is Jake Gibson. He is the son of Jason and Andrea Gibson of Masontown. Our second junior princess is Samantha McKinley. She is the daughter of Nathaniel and Amanda McKinley of Greenwood. Her escort is Hayden Cole. He is the son of Shelby Cole and Jennifer Whitaker of Kingwood. Next is junior princess Megan Sheets. She is the daughter of Edward and Angela Dale of Reedsville. Her escort is Carson Rousey. He is the son of Zach and Megan Rousey of Kingwood. Our next junior princess is Allison Teets. She is the daughter of Joe and Courtney Teets of Kingwood. Her escort is Caleb Stone. He is the son of Kevin and Samantha Stone of Reedsville. Next is junior princess Layton Bierman. She's the daughter of Casey and Jillian Bierman of Preston Mills. Her escort is Jaden Livenwood. He is the son of Darren Hunter and Elizabeth Hunter of Preston Mills. Our final junior princess is Alyssa Thomas. She is the daughter of Kelly Lipton of Aurora. Now is the senior class court. Any one of these fine ladies and gentlemen could be crowned the new king and queen of 2025. First is Princess Patience Cartwright. She is the daughter of Amber Wagner, Chris Wilson, and Scott Cartwright of Reedsville. Her escort is Noah Stranahan. He is the son of Mabel Minnick of Albrook. Next is Princess Jasmine Morgan. She is the daughter of Alma Samir and Joshua Samir of Terra Alta. Her escort is Wyatt Osborne. He is the son of Peter and Lisa Osborne of Kingwood. Next is Senior Princess Caitlin Miller. She is the daughter of Kevin Trickett of Parkerdale. Her escort is Eric Healy. He is the son of Justin and Bethany Heeman of Kingwood. Next is Princess Carla Castile. She is the daughter of Brian and Jamie Castile of Reedsville. Her escort is William Schnittle. He is the son of Justin and Laura Schnittle of Kingwood. Next is Senior Princess Madison Russell. She is the daughter of Josh and Kristen Russell of Kingwood. Her escort is Robbie Lowe. He is the son of Rob and Lou Lowe of Valley Point. Next is Princess Layla Pell. She is the daughter of Trevor Pell Monahan and Adam McEldowney of Porterville. Her escort is Slayton Mango. He is the son of Chad and Dolly Mango of Lennox. Next is Princess Barbara Genevalo. She is the daughter of Adele Stooley of Preston Mills. Her escort is Sash Jenkins. He is the son of Kobe and Hillary Jenkins of Preston Mills. Next is Senior Princess Sierra Likens. She is the daughter of Eugene and Selena Likens of Kingwood. Her escort is Mason Riley. He is the son of RJ and Cassie Riley of Orphan. Next is Princess Madison Saito. She is the daughter of Ryan Saito and Amy Show of Terra Alta. Her escort is Ryder Kilkenny. He is the son of Ryan Kilkenny and Tammy and Willie Thomas of Kingwood. Next is Princess Vanessa Moreland. She is the daughter of Philip and Amanda Moreland of Kingwood. Her escort is Aiden Strasser. He is the son of Angie Chapman and Sean Strasser of Kingwood. Next is Princess Gabrielle Sorino. She is the daughter of Jason and Sarah Sorino of Reedsville. Her escort is Aiden Schmidl. He is the son of Craig and Clarence Schmidl of Kingwood. And our final senior princess is Charlie Fringe. She is the daughter of Nick Friend and Julie Pierce of Reedsville. Her escort is Easton Hayes. He is the son of Matt and Vanessa Hayes of Lennox. Now, ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome back last year's homecoming king and queen, Mr. Ethan Likens and Miss Ella Cease. Now, second runner-up to the king, Ash Jenkins. Second maid of honor, Sierra Likens. First runner-up to the king, Easton Hayes. First maid of honor, Carly Castillo. Your homecoming king for 2025, Aiden Schmidl. Ladies and gentlemen, your homecoming queen, Madison Seipel. Congratulations to our brand new 2025 homecoming king and queen. I would like to give a special thank you.
As a leader in rural health care since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate, quality health care for our community. We offer state-of-the-art robotic procedures, are the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and offer a new comprehensive infusion center for cancer care. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza.
My dad started Delano's back in 1971. With hard work and a love for his customers, he had to succeed. Plus, there were 5 of us little ones at home to feed. The tradition continues. Introducing Imperial Bedding and the Almost Heaven Collection. Double-sided, flippable design for years of comfort and durability. We also specialize in adjustable beds. Customized comfort at your fingertips. So stop tossing and turning and visit Delano's and see what a double-sided mattress looks and feels like.
Highland Pharmacy in Brewston Mills can take care of your whole family with over-the-counter medications, and they can easily transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy. Highland Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 on Mondays, 9 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 304-379-6919 for Highland Pharmacy on Main Street in Brewston Mills. Highland Pharmacy, looking forward to serving you.
Some things are just not made the way they used to be made. Sometimes that's a good thing. But when it comes to your next mattress, wouldn't you want a bed that has stood the test of time? Imperial Bedding, made right here in West Virginia. Double-sided design and mattress you can flip and rotate for years of comfort and durability. We also specialize in adjustable beds, customized comfort at your fingertips. So stop putting off your search for a good night's rest and visit Delano's. See for yourself what a double-sided mattress looks and feels like.
At the Landing Dental Spa, we know that teeth aren't the only things that go into a smile. Sometimes it's the thing we've lost or gained. It's the moments that we never forget, the road less traveled, and the destination. It's life's firsts, big firsts and little firsts. What's in a smile other than teeth? It's all around us. And nothing makes us smile more than seeing yours. The Landing Dental Spa, in network with most major dental insurances.
As a leader in rural health care since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate, quality health care for our community. We offer state-of-the-art robotic procedures, are the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and offer a new comprehensive infusion center for cancer care. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care.
All right, then we're back here at the second half. Preston kicks off out of bounds. Flag comes out on a play. Short kick out of bounds. That's not the way the Knights want to start the second half.
It absolutely is not. And thereby the penalty.
He's going to mark that ball out of bounds there at the 34-yard, but they're going to march it back an additional 5. So the Hawks will start that drive at their 38-yard for their first possession of the second half. And they got doubles on both sides. One running back in the backfield. He drops back. He goes long in the middle. And is caught, and he's down after the catch. A nice long pass for the Hawks to start out the second half. And they'll be first down for the Hawks.
They start the way they ended.
In the air. Again, no huddle. He drops back. He tries to go only to the left side, but fell short. That brings up 2nd and 10 for the Hawks. Pass to number 81. He picks up the pass and skimp for another 5 or 6 yards.
Number 81.
That's enough for a first down. He just had the height on that one. There was nothing the Preston High defender could do. He's a tall player there. Touchdown, Hawks.
University High goes right back to their bread and butter. Run that ball, loosen it up. When the defenders start to pull up to stop the run, they go to the air and they go deep. Score comes at the 11:25 mark of the third period, giving the Hawks their 41st point of the evening, and the kick down.
The extra point is good. That brings the score to 42-6 in favor of the Hawks. And that's not the way the Preston High wanted to start the second half.
Good now, the University kicker, very, very consistent. I think that's a player that is going to get a look at maybe the next level before it's all said and done. Just a junior, 5'10", 170-pounder, great special teams player, and great defender.
Yes,
for University High.
The Knights get ready to receive the kick from the Hawks, and let's see what the Knights will bring here to start out this second half on their first drive here once they receive this kickoff.
The Knights send Dobbins and Aiden Strasser back. Good now with a deep kick. Coming to the near side with some speed. Bumped out of bounds, and the flag's going to come for a late hit along the sideline.
Just a little too much excessive hitting after he was out of bounds. That is going to draw that flag just about every time.
Dobbins, the junior, with a nice return. And that's some of the special teams play we hope that the Knights could exhibit here.
I mean, the Knights have decent return personnel. I mean, they got Dobbins, they got Stone, and they got, a lot of athletes to choose to put it back there to bring the ball back. And of course, when you get an extra 15 yards for the penalty, that definitely help. And that's what the Knights are going to start. They're going to start their drive at their 30-yard line of the Hawks. That's great field position.
Preston trying to put the Hawks back on heel here a little bit. See if they can press this one into the end zone. And we get a whistle and an illegal procedure
against the Knights.
Will back Preston up to the 35. So not the way they wanted to start this drive.
Wide receiver just a little too anxious on there. He just a little too anxious with the cadence there.
We may know where that ball was intended to go.
Usually that's a pretty good sign when he's too anxious to get off the line. Mank will bring them back to the line. Snap back. Up the gut, run. He might have picked up 2 yards on the play. That brings 2nd and 13 for the Knights.
They have 2nd and 13.
Manco back with the play. Breaks the huddle with 10 minutes and 38 seconds on a turning clock.
Trips left. Manco sprints to the right. He keeps it. Goes out of bounds.
That one was run all the way, and he's going to get that ball down to about the 25-yard line. We'll look at it again from ground level. You see Manco turn the corner, turn on the jets, and the only thing between him and the end zone. Big number 55 for the University High Hawks. Ryder Hastings escorts him out of bounds.
That brings third down and about 7 for the first down for the Knights.
Manco back, facing some pressure, tried to scramble out of there and run forward. Not going to pick up the 7. Got back to the line of scrimmage and scant yardage.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and it remains 4th and 7 for the Knights. Now, at this point of the game, I mean, I know this begins the second half, but where the ball's at the 27, 28-yard line, 4th down, they're going to go for this, obviously. And I would not be surprised if we look for Schmidl for the first down here.
Manco with the play. Has time, gets the throw away, and a flag's going to come in.
And you know what that call means. That's pass interference on the defense.
Easton Hayes comes up. The leg's a little bit tight there as he's ridden down.
That cornerback knew that he was going to beat him. That's why he held him. I mean, you can tell.
Nico Mazel back defending for University. Easton Hayes trying to make a big play for the Knights. Couldn't get the grab, but the laundry flies.
14-yard line.
He couldn't make the grab, but he got grabbed, and that's why he got the penalty. They tried that screen play there, but man, he took his eyes off the ball right before he caught it, before he turned upfield. I mean, if he would have caught that ball, my goodness, he had all kind of blocks in front of him. It's just a little too anxious.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He tried to run with the ball before he had it, Steve. And sometimes you know how it is. You got to catch that ball first and then make your break.
Good hands by Jack Breyer
to break up that play there, because my goodness.
You know, 6'4", 210-pound senior got up on that pass, got the big arms up, and that's what you do, and knock them down.
That brings up 3rd down and 10 to go for the Knights.
Manco hurrying into the huddle. Manco with Kilkenny back, blocking for him, providing some extra protection. Ball intended in the front corner of the end zone.
He tried to go to Schmidl there, just ran out of real estate on that one. But there is a flag on the middle of the field there. Holding against the Knights. And they're going to defer that.
University High bringing a couple of men in to the lineup here, changing it up just a little. Makes it 4th and 10.
Trips to the left.
Manco right up to the line, flips that one out to the far side. A pretty play.
Number 82, Bank Road.
All kind of white jersey. As soon as he caught that ball there,
Knights once again will turn it over in University High. They just keep the defensive pressure on. This is what they do to teams.
yes.
They keep the defensive pressure dialed up, and they force turnovers by down.
And that's pretty much what been happening tonight for the Knights. Unfortunately, they turn over, like you said, turnovers by down, and that's what they do.
Rumbling ahead and just incredibly hard to bring down. Once again, they go back to the ground. They go back to what got them here, what gets it done for them tonight. Marcos Niska, number 0.
First and 10 to the Hawks.
Back to the air and room to run. University setting up a cadre of blockers down the sideline. To the end zone goes number 11, Hayden George. George runs to the near side to Daylight. Got a good blocking effort.
He had all kind of blocks in front of him when he reversed his field after the catch, and it was just off to the races after that.
Good man.
He'll spot the ball for good now. He'll try to add another point in the book next to his name. Ball is down. The kick is up, and it is good. Right down the center. And at the 8:28 mark, it is 49-6 now. University High going downfield quickly, scoring on a big play. And
that's what they do, Steve.
More of what they came here to do this evening.
That's what they do.
For them, this is the warm up to their big regular season finale in Morgantown next week.
Absolutely, that's what they do. I mean, like we said, they get the Knights to turn over on downs. I mean, the Knights are not committing any penalties that is hurting them. It's just they're just unable to convert the first downs into that's what the university is doing right now. Turnovers on down, and then they turn around and they score. It's a long season, What are they going to do? Squib kick is down at the 35-yard line. That's where the Knights are going to start their drive.
Blake Jennings covers the ball, secures it for Preston. And the official will roll the clock. It turns at 8:15 of the third quarter. As Manco comes in with the play.
Manco bring them up to the line of scrimmage. You got twins to the left. Bunch formation.
And University High has seen enough running from the Knights to know where that ball's going to go, and they just plug all the gaps in the line.
Every single gap.
And push in.
He was lucky to get. He got back to this line of scrimmage, and that was it. But the gaps were closed down for the night. twins to each side, running back there with Manco. Goes across the middle again, try that slant pattern. He just couldn't handle the pass.
Great success with that earlier in the contest, but again, University High, you show them what your best plays are. They adjust for that.
And
look up and say, what else you got?
That's pretty much what they do. I mean, right now it's 3rd down and 10 for the Knights, and that's what the university's trying to do, get the ball back on downs.
6.5 to go here in Kingwood. We thank you for tuning in here on Mountain Digital Hometown TV. Manco over the middle, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver.
That's all incomplete.
It's almost a catch there again by Schmidt, doing that 5-10 yards route in and out of his hands, and it's clock continues to run there. The Knights going to punt this one away.
On the punt for the Knights.
High kick coming down middle distance, going to bounce and be downed at the 42-yard line. So University High in good field position to start another possession here. They take over with 5 minutes and 23 seconds remaining here in the 3rd period of play. Man in motion, the give to the big back who bounces off tacklers.
This time the Knights meet him up at the line of scrimmage for a no gain. And of course a late flag comes down across the field on the other end. And let's see what the gentleman with the white hat tells us.
Well, Marcos Niska working to stretch that one out, extend it, just keep the legs pumping. And the Knights are going to be called for a face mask in making the stop.
Well, that's one way to get him down. And that's him again, Niska. This time he picks up about almost 5 for the first down, but I don't see where they are going to mark that down. He might have had enough momentum to go across
the 50,
and he got the first down. That's first down, Hawks.
Nose of the ball at the 48-yard line.
On the Knights side. So that's first down, Hawks.
Clock continues to wind, under 4 minutes now in the 3rd period.
Oh, that was nearly intercepted by the Knights there. And he had pressure. He had someone in his face there. He had to hurry up his routine there, and it was almost intercepted by the Knights.
And it's 2nd and 10.
Breyer at quarterback now for University High on this series, and he gets the out, and the receiver hit immediately as he touched the ball. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 for University High. They get the ball to slippery number 13, Jaden Ketcher.
And that's enough for a first down for the Hawks. Move the chains on that.
Take it down to the 35-yard line. The first and 10 for the Hawks.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Ball carrier.
And a pickup of 4.
I don't see the Hawks putting this ball up in the air with the lead that they have. They're going to keep it on the ground and just grind the clock out. He flushes out.
Breyer, he's going to run that out of bounds over on the far side in front of the University bench.
Picks up a couple on that. He brings up third down and about 6.
Takes it out of bounds.
Breyer, he's quietly become kind of a jack of all trades, quarterback, defensive end, outside linebacker. Knights with a stop as Breyer advanced that one inside the 30.
He was able to pick up the first down for the Hawks on that run.
He's first and 10 for the Hawks.
Breyer, the 6'4", 210-pound senior. He'll hand this one off. And Preston snuffs that one out, but another flag comes in late. Catcher with the ball. Brought down quickly. They're going to call a face mask once again on the Knights.
And the clock is down to 30 seconds to go on the third quarter.
As they march it off, the clock continuing to wind here now. With the scoring rules in effect.
They're going to let this clock finish out the third quarter. They're not going to run another play on this before the end of the third. They're going to let it run it down. Nice shot.
We come to the end of the third period. It is a 49-6 advantage for the University High Hawks, who have flown in here and jumped all over the Knights here this evening. As we get set for the turn to the fourth quarter, one more time, we'll thank our major sponsors, the folks that bring you Preston Knight varsity sports and other events here on Mountain Digital Hometown TV. Mon Health, Preston Memorial Hospital, the Vandalia Health Network here in Kingwood. Great, compassionate care and the health care that you and your family need without having to leave the county. That's Vandalia Health and Mon Health, Preston Memorial Hospital. And, of course, our friends at Prodigy. Prodigy's great fiber-to-the-home service by a great homegrown Preston County company. Gets you all the bandwidth you need for the things you need to do. Work, play, entertainment. Check out Prodigy today. They're in your area. And our friends at Shop and Save. Shop and Save with 3 stores in the county. And one great idea, every one of those stores will give you great customer service, fantastic deals on the things you and your family need to get ready for a long Preston County winter. And we know how those can be. Whether it's the store in Terra Alta, the one in Valley District down in Reedsville, or in Kingwood, stop at Shop and Save today, and we thank them for their sponsorship.
Start of the fourth quarter.
Start of the fourth quarter sees Breyer on the run. He's going to one-hand that one.
I believe that was intercepted by the Knights.
And for Preston, getting over there and making the play on the ball was Jake Gibson, the cornerback.
Nice
junior.
read. That was a nice read. He read the quarterback's eyes all the way. He knew he was going to go that route because he flushed to that side, and he just jumped in front of it and says, hey, let's take this one away from you. And he did. Good job.
That'll be a homecoming memory for Jake.
Hey, he's a junior. I mean, hey, he'll remember that next year.
Quick handoff by Manco. Speedy around the corner, down the sideline, and pushed out of bounds. Preston on the march here. Nice handoff, putting the ball in the hands of Caleb Stone right there. And Stone, with a couple of good blocks to seal the line, got out around the corner, and once he got to the edge, he turned the Jets on.
And Knights first down.
He kicked that thing in second, third, fourth gear, and just out he goes. Nice run after catch. Nice run there for Stone. Knights comes out, trips to the right.
Handoff into the teeth of the defense here. And thrown down after a short gain. Aiden Strasser. Strasser back to the line of scrimmage, I believe. Let's see how they mark this. He'll get about a yard with the ball at the 44-yard line. The Knights have a long 8. Clock winds down to the 10-minute mark. Manco takes that ball and gives again to Strasser, and Strasser is bagged immediately.
I mean, immediately, as soon as he touched the football, there was somebody on him. Wow. Third and 9 for the Knights. Hand off to Stone to the right-hand side, and he's out of bounds on the far end. He should have gotten enough for the first down.
And again, a little extracurricularity over there on the far side. And that's going to net a little more on the play for Preston, as Stone went down well out of bounds, and then somebody came in a little bit after the fact and slipped down.
Now the referees will have a little bit of a conference there to decide if they got the right call and what should they call on that, but I believe it should be personal foul.
They got a personal foul against Preston.
I didn't see that call.
I'm not sure exactly where that transpired across the way, but the Knights are going to march backward now as the clock turns down to the 8-minute mark.
And that's what Coach down there is for the Knights saying, wait a minute, why is this game against us? He is letting the referee knows it too.
The official's having none of it. He's telling him, get back behind your line, coach.
We first and 10 from the 27.
So the penalty coming after the play. Knights gained the first down. Now they got to cover the same ground again.
Yes, because it was a first down, so they just brought him back where the original line of scrimmage was and said, okay, first down.
Straight ahead, moving the stack.
And he should have enough for the first down on that run, and he does. That's first down Knights at the 40-yard line. And the Knights is content to keep the ball on the ground. I mean, if you're picking up first downs, they're okay with that.
Well, Preston trying to finish this one strong and do something positive here, going out of this contest with 2 remaining. And they'll be on the road next week at Buchanan. Then the Elkins Tigers will come up to the mountaintop to close it out on November 7th. But right now, Preston just wants to get down to the end zone here, put a score on the board, finish this contest
in a
positive way, and start making adjustments for next week on the road.
Yeah, the Knights, like we said earlier, the Knights, their schedules, I mean, they play good teams. You know,
it's a tough one.
It's a tough schedule.
Make no mistake about it, these young men would have it no other way. They are up for it. This year, they've been a little bit up against it.
Mm-hmm.
Into the line, down inside the 35, onto about the 32 or 33 goes Kilkenny.
He picks up a couple on that.
Clock winds inside the 5-minute mark.
That brings down 3rd down and 3 to go for the Knights.
Quick handoff by Manco. Nice churn. Kilkenny.
First down Knights.
Should be enough, and they do move the sticks. We approach the 4-minute mark here now, and Preston getting set here. Into the lineup, Tucker Hall for Preston. Freshman, running back, and erstwhile linebacker. Slipping tackles before being thrown down. Hall with a nice gain.
Getting the freshman there a little bit of a playing time, some experience.
He shows his skills right there. Kept his balance, kept his feet going. Popped up at the end of it, said, hey, I can play with the big boys.
He picks up 8 yards on the play. Why not?
Clock turns the 3-minute mark. And Preston breaking the huddle here.
They got middle, wide right.
They're going to give it to Hall again. He's going to turn, split 2 defenders. He's brought down.
After he picks up the first down. That's a nice little couple good-looking run there for the first down there for the freshman. I mean, he picked up a good 5 yards on that run.
Clock turning toward the 2-minute mark.
Ball's at the 13. That's what the Knights going to start his first down there.
Knights break the huddle with 11 on the play clock. Hall
bottled up,
driving, thrown back after a nice little gain. He goes for a ride.
Hey, he kept his feet moving. The referee gave him forward progression on that run.
Picks up 4 and leaves the Knights with 6 yards for a first down at the 9. But the clock turning now down toward 1 minute. And another handoff to Hall.
And it's touchdown.
Hall drives into the end zone.
Touchdown for the freshman.
So Preston accomplishes at the 42-second mark what they could not get done for a great while in this game, and that is to put the ball in the end zone. Maybe a little bit getting ready for these final 2 games, break the curse of the red zone. And you've got to look there at the future at Preston High as Tucker Hall puts his name on the board.
Extra point, up and good.
Knights with their 13th point. It's 49-13. That last drive, not about the score, but about the will to score.
Well, like you said, the Knights, they were going on that drive. At least they'll finish this game up on a positive note, so take it on next, get ready for the away game this coming week. So that's what they want, finishing up this game. I mean, yeah, 49-13, but at least they finish up the game in a positive notice. That's great.
They did. All they take on for the minutes.
Preston set to kick off from the 40 here, and the clock will begin to wind. Kick will come at the 33-second mark, and it's going to go out of bounds. Leaving 27 ticks on the clock here. Alex, as always, it has been an honor to have you in the booth here tonight.
It's a pleasure. I enjoy doing this. I've always looked forward for Friday night's game here at the Preston High Stadium, and I enjoyed it a lot. And first of all, to be honest with you, besides watching the football game, I come here for the view as the sun sets. I mean, I'm telling you, we have the most beautiful view from where we stand here up here.
Fall over the Cheat Valley, there's nothing like it. Looking out over the canyon, then it gets dark, then the football play gets serious.
Right.
Handoff immediately brought down in the backfield by a cadre of Knights, and that more than likely will be the final play of this contest. Indeed, clock winding, and the fans up and clapping for both of their teams. And it is a 49-13 score as the whistle sounds.